was in 2008. I came to teach my first class, and it was a mixed media encaustic class. I was thrilled to be here in 2008, and I've been just really honored to come back, every other year or so to teach these mixed media workshops. So I think being able to specialize here in the media that I really love has been a real treat for me. I always look forward to coming and teaching the media that I really work with in my own studio practice quite a bit. And I just love this workshop environment. I love how open it is. I love my students. Everybody comes in with such great positive energy, and they're really excited to learn more and really dig into not only the technical aspects, but also composition and conceptual ideas with their own work. And I just really love working with one-on-one with students in this intense environment. I've kind of been joking these 2 weeks that this feels almost like an incubator of sorts, where we are, experimenting like crazy and trying new things. And what I love is every time I teach this class, I learn something new also about encaustic. And so it's really pushed, my own understanding of the media. And it's just such a joy to find those discoveries with my students here. So I do encaustic, and I'm also an animator, and I also do drawing and painting. And sometimes those worlds all collide. I keep a pretty regular sketchbook and journal. And so sometimes if I'm debating what I'm going to be working on next, I'll go back and I'll see, I've been writing and drawing about this subject matter for quite some time now. And so I get really interested in a lot of different things. And so I'll just kind of have to tunnel my vision back into that one subject matter and really spend some time with it. If you look at my work over the years, I've worked with animal imagery. I did a lot of that early on. I've worked with my own home. I did an entire series about the internal environment of my home, and it was piles of laundry around the house. And so how that was reflective of, my own family's history and the changes that we went through every day. Memory was another body of work that I created, and that was about the nature of memory and how it isn't always very accurate. It's actually very flawed. Later, I found an opportunity through the National Park Service to apply for a residency at Herbert Hoover National Historic Site. And I was really attracted not only to the history of the place, but also to the fact that they had an 80-acre tallgrass reconstructed prairie there. So I spent 6 weeks basically roaming around in the prairie, doing drawings, taking photographs, and I felt like animation was the best way to convey that feeling. The film has been done for a couple of years. It's been traveling around in film festivals and taking it to a few conferences in the future. And now I'm bringing it back to encaustic. So it's kind of like this cycle that I go through. So bring it back to my interest in encaustic and paper and exploring these forms. Also kind of a challenge that I like to take on to see if I can bring that same sense into my still work. That's how I'm thinking about it now, is my animated and then like my still work. So how can I make, paper maybe hanging off of a wall, make you think of, with the arrow movement, thinking about, the wind moving through the prairie. Can I construct that in real time? So I usually have some tips if you're new to encaustic. It's unlike any other media that I had worked with before, just because you're using heat and pressure and scraping. And if you're coming to it straight from a typical drawing and painting practice, you have to take time to get to know the media. So it takes a while to get accustomed to that. Just being patient and keep exploring, and remember to be really playful with your studio practice. There are rules, but you can look beyond them, look at other artists who are breaking rules with the media. And since I've started encaustic, I feel like there's just been an explosion of interest in the media. People are doing all sorts of things that I didn't think I could do, using different types of materials with the media. Stay playful and stay really curious with it, and allow yourself that time to explore and practice.
Every evening when the sun goes down, get with my party and I begin to cry. I don't care what the people are thinking. I'm not drunk. I'll set 'em up another round. One more round won't get me down.